Question number 10, I will read first. It is like this. Project K will require an initial cash investment in machinery of rupees 2,68,000. Initial investment in machinery is 2,68,000. That is the outflow. It is anticipated that the machinery will have a useful life of 10 years, at the end of which its salvage value will realize rupees 20,500. So after 10 years, what is the salvage value? 20,500. This figure you will realize after 10 years. The project will also require an additional investment in cash, debtors and stock of rupees 40,000. That is working capital in year 0. And we will assume it will be recovered 100% in the last year. At the end of 5 years from the commencement of the project, balancing equipment for rupees 45,000 has to be installed to make the unit workable. One more fixed asset would be required. When will this fixed asset be required? After 5 years. After 5 years. How much will it cost? 45,000. So the cost of additional machinery will be written off to depreciation over the balance life of the project. Is it right? This machine will be written off over the remaining 5 years. Total life of the old machine is 10 years. Life of the additional equipment is 5 years. Depreciation on original asset will be provided for 10 years. On additional equipment will be provided for 5 years. Is it right? The project is expected to yield net cash flow before depreciation of rupees 1 lakh annually. So net cash flow before depreciation and tax is rupees 1 lakh. Tax rate is 35%. Tax rate is 35%. Method of depreciation is sum of years digit method. Sum of years digit method is the method of depreciation, which means depreciation is charged in the ratio of number of years remaining. If the life of the asset is 10 years, depreciation is charged in the ratio of 10:9:8:7:6:5:4:3:2:1. If the life of the asset is 5 years, depreciation is charged in the ratio of 5:4:3:2:1. That is called sum of years digit method. And in this question we will assume sum of years digit method is allowed as per the Income Tax Act. Assume no capital gain tax. Compute the NPV. Assume that the discount rate is 16%. We'll divide our answer into 3 parts. Year 0, initial investment will be in 2 items, project cost and working capital. Then for 1 to 10, we'll calculate the cash flow after tax. 1 to 10 will calculate the cash flow after tax. And in the last year, we'll get the terminal value, which is 20,500 rupees for the project, and working capital 40,000 will be fully realized. So what you do now, first you draw one main page. In that main page, we'll calculate the NPV. If required, we will prepare a working note. So first write down, very easy question if you know the method of depreciation, sum of years digit method. Calculation of NPV of project K. Calculation of NPV of project K. This is the heading. Then you draw the columns heading. First you write year, particulars, cash flow, discounting factor at the rate of 16%, and discounted cash flow. Year, particulars, cash flow, discounting factor at the rate of 16%, and discounted cash flow. It's a lengthy problem because the total life of the project is 10 years. Okay. After writing these headings, first we will write down in year 0, initial investment 2,68,000, cost of the project 2,68,000. And in year 0 you will write working capital also, that is 40,000. Okay. Anything else in year 0? No. Then year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will write cash flow after tax, working note 1. Cash flow after tax, working note 1. In one working note, we'll get all CFD. Then, in order to check the attentiveness of the student, they have given one more outflow in year 5. In year 5, there is one more outflow, balancing equipment. Is it right? Balancing equipment of rupees 45,000 has to be installed. So this you will write outflow. After multiplying by the discounting factor, the answer you will write as an outflow only. Is it right? Then year 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, cash flow after tax. Cash flow after tax. Working note 1. Same working note 1. Okay, then year 10 we have two more cash inflows. One is the salvage value of the project. Year 10 salvage value 20,500. And year 10 one more line write down. Year 10 one more line write down. Recovery of working capital. Recovery of working capital is 40,000. Recovery of working capital 40,000. Recovery of working capital 40,000. Okay. Then write down the discounting factor here on your own. I will explain, you will write. First year 0 write 1. Again year 0 write 1. Then take on your calculator 1 divided by 1.16 equal to, right here, factor 1 divided by 1.16. How much you are getting? 0.8621 write down. Again press equal to 0.7413. Again press equal to third year 6406. Again press equal to 0.5523. Again press equal to 0.4761. Stop. This year 5 is getting repeated. You also repeat the factor. So 0.4761 you will repeat again. Then year 6 write down 0.4104. Year 7 0.3538. 3050. Next one 2630 and 2267. Year 10 repeat 3 times the same factor. Over. So I have dictated you the factors also. Only I need to now find out the cash flow after tax. For that, you will prepare a working note number 1. Write working note 1 after keeping some 2-3 lines blank. Working note 1. Understand the table first, then you can draw yourself. First, you write down heading of the working note 1, calculation of cash flow after tax. Okay, this working note is important. If you can prepare it properly, then you can get the answer. First column, as usual, you will write year. Then this second column is given to you, cash flow before depreciation and tax. Cash flow before depreciation and tax. This is given. In this problem, we have depreciation on two assets. One is original asset and the one is on balancing equipment. Original asset and on balancing equipment. On the screen, you can see there are two assets. On original asset, we will provide depreciation for 10 years. Then on balancing equipment, we will provide depreciation in the last 5 years only. Then we will calculate profit before tax. Profit before tax. Then tax at the rate of 35%. Tax at the rate of 35%. Cash flow after tax. Last column number 7 is cash flow after tax. So it is easy to draw this table. First you see what is given, cash flow before depreciation. To reach profit before tax, you need to deduct depreciation on the two assets. After getting PBT, you will multiply by tax. How to reach CFAT, I'll tell you. Very simple. First, you write column number 1 for year. Column number 2, cash flow before depreciation and tax. Column number 3 is depreciation on original asset. Column number 4 is depreciation on balancing equipment. PBT will be, profit before tax will be 2 minus 3 minus 4. Then tax is column number 6. So CFAT we can calculate by just simply taking column 2, which is a cash inflow column. This is cash inflow column. 3 and 4 are depreciation. These are not cash flow column. This is profit before tax. This is also not cash flow column. Tax is an outflow. Tax is an outflow. So can I just simply compare 2 versus 6 and get the cash flow after tax? 2 is inflow, 6 is outflow. Or what you can do, you can first calculate profit after tax, column number 7, and add depreciation. That will give you cash flow after tax. So you can also get the same answer by writing 5 minus 6 plus 3 plus 4. 5 minus 3, 5 minus 6 plus 3 plus 4. Is it right? Then also you will get the same answer. That will only require more time for you to calculate. So what is better? 2 minus 6 is better. Now in the year column you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the year column write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cash flow before depreciation and tax in all 10 years you will write 1 lakh. You will write 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Cash flow before depreciation and tax 1 lakh in all the years. And then what about depreciation? For depreciation I will first dictate you one formula. Right below formula. Depreciation under sum of years digit method is equal to depreciation under sum of years digit method equal to next line write down equal to cost minus scrap value, cost minus scrap value into number of years remaining, into number of years remaining upon sum of years digits, sum of years digits. Is it right? Write example. Example, depreciation in year 1. Example, depreciation in year 1 on original asset. You don't have to calculate all 10, only one I will show you. Remaining 9 you can do it on your calculator and then you can write it here. So depreciation on original asset in year 1, next line is equal to, what is the cost? 2,68,000. Right, 2,68,000 minus salvage value 20,500 upon into 10. Number of years remaining are 10. In the first year total number of years are 10, divided by, take total of 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, right, 55, divided by 55. So take on your calculator 2,68,000 minus 20,500 into 10 upon 55. So write 45,000 here. Write 45,000 in working note 1 and write here also. Then what you will do, instead of 10 you make it 9 on your calculator and solve. If the number of years remaining are 9, what will be the depreciation? 40,500. Then you make it 8, 36,000. Then you make it 7, 31,500. It means it will reduce by 4,500 every year. Yes or no? So once you understand the trend, you will just reduce it by 4,500 every year. 27,000, 22,500, 18,000, 8th year, 13,500, 9,000, and last year 4,500. So you can see this is in the ratio of 10 is to 9 is to 8 is to 7 is to 6 is to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. What about balancing equipment? First 5 years write 0. First 5 years 0. Why first 5 years 0? The asset was not there. What is the cost of the balancing equipment? 45,000. And number of years are 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In that ratio, a portion, 45,000 should be apportioned in the ratio of 5 is to 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. 45,000 into 5 by 15. 15,000. 45,000 into 4 by 15 is 12,000. Once you understand the trend, then you follow it. Next year would be 9,000, then 6,000, then 3,000. 9,000, 6,000, 3,000. So I will repeat, the depreciation is 15,12,963. Is it right? 15,12,963 is right. Now you calculate profit before tax. Take your calculator. 1 lakh minus 45,000. 55,000. 1 lakh minus 40,500. 59,500. 1 lakh minus 36,000. 1 lakh minus 31,500. 68,500. 73,000. 62,500. 70,000. 77,500. 85,000. 92,500. 92,500. Now calculate the tax on this. Anybody is able to calculate the tax of the first year? 19,250. 20,825, 22,400, 23,975, 25,550, 21,875, 24,500, 27,125, then 29,750, and the last one is 32,375. Last one is 32,375. These are the taxes you will have to pay. Okay. These are the taxes you will have to pay. Now CF80 is 2 minus 6. 2 is inflow, 6 is outflow. ये cash inflow है, tax is an outflow. So on your calculator take 1 lakh minus 19,250. 80,750. 79,175. 79,175 is right. Next one. 77,600. 76025. 76025 is right. 74450. 78125. 75,500. 72875. 70250. 67625. Okay. Is right 67625? Just check the last column yourself again, and those who have done will go to the main page, and in the main page write down CF80, year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Write down the same figures, the last column figures in the main page. Factors we have written. Just multiply and add. Multiply and add. Write down these figures in the main page. Write here these numbers, then multiply by the factors which you have written in your notebook yourself. Don't copy from here. Whatever you have written the factors, multiply, and then you will add the last column. That will be your answer. Just try, everybody. Anyone who is able to multiply and add? The answer comes to how much? 54,685. No problem. 54685. Positive. Is it positive? Is the total of the last column 54685? So approximately 54,600 or 700. Between that or around that, if you are getting, you are right. Maybe because of difference in discounting factor, we are getting different answer by few rupees. So all of you please note down, the answer is somewhere around 54,600 some amount or 700 rupees. 54,700 rupees. Then you write down one decision. Write one decision. Before we come to the end of this answer, we will write decision. The company should accept the project. The company should accept the project because the net present value is positive. The company should accept the project because the net present value is positive. Okay. So this answer is over. Any query on this question number 10? Anybody who wants to ask any query on question number 10 can ask me now. So this answer is over. The answer is approximately 54700 plus minus 100 rupees.